Hi, I'm Pretty Sickly and you're watching Guestlist Network.
Where did the name Pretty Sickly come from?
It was actually something I used to say quite a lot in school. I would just be like, oh, that's pretty sick. And then I didn't have, I needed a blog name. So I was like, oh, I might as well just use that because I say it a lot.
Where do you get your fashion inspiration from?
Mostly Tumblr as where I started from. And then magazines as well and music videos.
Did you expect, when you started them off, did you expect to become so successful with it, like that it would progress so well?
No, never, because I'm just a girl from a really small town, so I just never thought that what I'd be wearing would kind of interest people, because I'm from the middle of nowhere, so it's kind of surreal for me.
Because you're a blogger, you know what a blogger needs to be successful. You know that you need to, as you say, you need to stand out, have your own experiment, and not be scared of what people say. So what for you makes a blogger stand out when you see other bloggers?
That they're not afraid to kind of wear whatever they want. You have to be quite tough-skinned and you have to just pretty much do whatever you want and experiment and just bring your own personal style to the plate.
How would you explain your style in 3 words?
Probably minimal, basic, and simple.
If you had to wear one outfit for the next year, what would it be and why?
It will be all black because pretty much my wardrobe is all black. But it's probably be some leather trousers and a basic black tee because you can dress it down and you can dress it up and it's really simple. And black is just pretty much a plain colour and you can do anything with it.
That you wanted to get into fashion, that fashion was for you?
I think I've always been surrounded by fashion since I was little, but I really kind of took more interest in it when I started secondary school because my school was a strict uniform, but I noticed that what I wore to school, it was breaking the rules because I would accessorize everything and wear skinny trousers instead of boring school trousers and stuff, and I would always get in trouble, but then I didn't care because that's how I wanted to dress. And then since then I've kind of put myself in the fashion industry and it just kind of grew from that really. Just my love for fashion grows every day.
3 items currently on your wish list that you want?
Probably a silk coat, probably another silk blouse and some chunky boots.
Where would you like to be in 10 years' time?
10 years time, I'll be 28, so hopefully be married and have a kid by then. But I don't know actually. Probably travel the world with my blog and stuff, and then probably be big on YouTube because I've started doing YouTube now, and it's getting really good so far. So probably that.
What are some of your favourite magazines, books / websites?
Magazines, probably ID Mag, Teen Vogue. I like No Cigar magazine. I've just discovered that and it's really, really good. Websites, probably Zara. There's a section says people and they just take street style photos of people. So probably that as well. And Tumblr.
What are the 5 things that you can't live without? You can't count people into this, just things.
Okay. My phone. Probably my debit card. A nice chunky pair of heels, my leather jacket, and my basic white tee.
No trousers. If you could design a collection for any brand, what brand would it be and why?
Probably Couples, because even though I dress a lot of street style and such, my favourite has always been something really tailored and classic and clean cut. So the Couples already have that, so I think it would be great for me to design something for them because like that's how I really am. And then it would be cool to like model for them as well because I'm a Q4. So it's just, yeah.
Can you tell us some of your favourite bloggers?
Favourite bloggers, Olivia from Last for Life, Leandra Medine from Mind Repeller, and Army Song from Song of Style.
How do you deal with negative comments and approach? Because I know that some people, I've seen that when they ask you like what you do and you don't want to tell them because that's perfectly like that's your right to not tell them what you do. How do you deal with negative comments that you get? Like how do you?
I mean, before I didn't deal with them that great. Like everybody has a certain like breaking point, but I think I reached mine like the other day. So I literally turned off anonymous on my Tumblr, and it kind of I kind of block the people because like even though they're anonymous, like you can still block them and report them for harassment. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do, and I kind of listen to a lot of music to get me through it all.
And last question is, because a lot of people want to be in the fashion industry, a lot of people like aspire to get where you are because they ask you a lot of questions, they look up to you. What do you think are the 3 traits that a blogger or like someone who wants to get into the fashion industry should have? 3 traits.
One would probably be really, really tough skin because it's an industry where people will kind of chuck and throw you about, and you know they will use you, as I've experienced. So you have to kind of like stick up for yourself. Second of all, you've got to be able to put your personality across without looking kind of like too arrogant and cocky and such like that. And the third one would probably be have a good eye for things, like with the little details that you can pick them up and then maybe translate them into something else. Yeah, that's probably it.